And firstly, thank you, Arnav, for outlining the process through which the government came up with the app, and congratulations. I think, these are unprecedented times, and the effort that the government has taken to provide a balance in terms of privacy and encryption in the app, and providing trust to consumers and citizens, while meeting the requirement for emergency measures required in a time like this. I think it's really commendable. Let me just deal with the legal arguments first. Neither of the panelists right now really gave me any legal argument for why the app does not meet the legal requirements, either under current Indian laws, proposed Indian laws, constitutional law, or international law. Now, in paucity of time, I'm not going to go through, because that is not anybody's argument, that it does not meet the requirements of either the Information Technology Act, which is the current law dealing with privacy, or the proposed bill for data protection, which clearly has an exemption for the circumstances that prevail today in which this app is being introduced. Given that it neither violates either of those two, let's look at, does it provide, would it meet a constitutional challenge and an international law challenge? Even in international principles, if you look at the Syracuse Principles for Limitation and Derogation of Provisions in the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, clearly it has been mentioned that public health may be invoked as a ground for limiting certain rights in order to allow a state to take measures dealing with serious threat to health of the population or individual members of the population. And similarly, 39A provides a state party may take measures derogating from its obligations under international covenants on civil and political rights when faced in a situation of exceptional and actual or imminent danger which threatens the life of the nation. So by any measures, the pandemic today would have met all of these tests under international law. Now, I'm typically, and in previous SKOCH debates, you have seen me argue very strongly for rights of privacy and the importance of limiting government actions as far as anything that threatens rights to privacy of citizens are concerned. But at the same time, anybody who understands the importance of government intervention in times like these will understand that an app like this, where you have somebody from Niti Aayog coming and explaining the measures that have been taken, they could have easily undertaken a measure where it was compulsory to having to download this app on your smartphones. They could have taken other emergency measures, but they have outlined the steps that they have taken to ensure your data is encrypted, to ensure your data is deleted, and to ensure there is a balance in terms of the kind of information that has been asked and the anonymization of that data. So what you're asking is name, age, sex, and your health status and where you have traveled. And the fact, as Arnav had mentioned, various specific time periods after which the information is deleted. I think the success and the trust that they've been able to garner because of the balance that they've provided in terms of ensuring right to privacy of the citizens is provided in the success in the download of the app. I will stop here for now, but let me just give you examples of today. Because we're a socialist country, because we have government intervening at the right times, you are able to come up with an app so quickly. And I know it was done with the help of the private sector. It wasn't done something, without the help of the private sector. But I am actually quite thankful that if tech can be produced in India with the help of private sector so quickly and implemented, I would actually laud the government for that. So only one thing I would say, Rohan, is The privacy policy, last I checked, it doesn't limit which arms of the government can have access to data. If it can be specifically provided that it will be limited to the health ministry or people working on issues related to the pandemic, I think that would give added comfort.